Email is a great way to turn leads into sales, but if you're using it poorly, you are definitely in spam folders, which means that you're getting no opens, no deliverability, and no sales. So today, I'm gonna teach you how to avoid that spam folder, increase that deliverability, use those good practices, and get more sales. My name's Trent Kennelly, I'm a marketing strategist, and on this channel, I talk about everything that you can do to improve your business through marketing, sales, and analytics. So if that sounds good to you, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to my channel, comment, and let me know what your biggest email problem is right now so that I can tell you how I'm gonna fix it, and you'll probably see it in this video. And let's get started. Okay, so the most important thing we talk about when it comes to spam is deliverability. This is just the percentage of emails that are actually making it into inboxes. If you're sending 100 emails and 90 arrive in inboxes, that's a 90% deliverability rate, which is the goal, that's the floor. If you're doing less than that, then that's a problem. You're getting closer to spam. So how can you tell? There's a site called senderscore.org. I'm gonna send you there. And there you can put in your domain and it'll tell you your general score. If you want more information, you have to pay for it. I don't really think we have to do this because we can go to MXToolbox.com and see if we're on any spam lists, which is really the most important question. So if you go there, MXToolbox.com, you put in your domain again, it's gonna tell you what spam lists you're on. If you're on any of them, you need to take a close look. So you're looking at the sender score on senderscore.org, the MXToolbox.com spam list, comparing those two and making sure that you're still practicing good habits. If you're not, we need to change your behavior. All right, let's talk about some technical aspects. So the first one is your SPF, DKIM, and DMARC records. So these are DNS record, domain name server records, which you just put in wherever your server is. So if you're hosting your website on GoDaddy, you want to do it there. If you're hosting on Siteground, for instance, you would want to do it there. These three records just need to be put in with all the other records. It's not too complicated to do, but it's technical enough. I don't want to go into it here. So check the link in the description so that you can see how to do this, okay? But for now, just understand that you need all three of these. And if you don't know whether you have them or not, you can go back to MXToolbox.com and you can use one of their checkers there to make sure that you have them all as they should be. The second technical aspect is to get a dedicated IP address. So most of the time when people are using email servers, ActiveCampaign or MailChimp or whatever, they are using a shared IP address, which means that there are other people who are using the same IP address to send their mass emails. The problem with this is that the spam detection is most often on the IP address. And so if somebody else is practicing bad email habits, but you're being good, you can still be punished for it. So by getting a dedicated IP, you're making sure that it's only you that's using this IP address and you don't have to worry about sharing it with anybody else. The downside of this is that it takes a bit of time to warm up and it just takes a little bit of time to get this into practice, but it really doesn't take that much time. It costs a little bit extra, but as long as you're practicing good habits, this dedicated IP will always pay back dividends. Next tip is don't buy lists. Never, ever, ever, ever do this. Never, 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 okay? There are plenty of companies that are out there trying to sell you lists of emails, and honestly, it doesn't matter if they were hacked or if they legitimately got these, the problems are the same. So let's go through the problems. The GDPR is the first big problem, and the GDPR says basically that if they have not been opting in to getting your marketing emails, they can sue you for a lot of money. So if you're sending 10,000 emails and all those emails are people who did not opt into your service, guess what? You got a lot of lawsuits on your hand. You're gonna go out of business. Don't do this, okay? The second one is, this is totally unsolicited email. And totally unsolicited email means lower open rates, lower click-through rates, lower deliverability, higher spam rates, lower sales. So you're just shooting yourself in the foot. There's no reason to do that. And then finally, there's this idea of spam traps. There are a lot of spam traps in bot lists. And what a spam trap is, it's where Gmail will take over an old and unused email address, and they'll just kind of see what emails are coming in. And if you are a spammer and you're sending a lot of emails to that spam trap, you're gonna get knocked for it and they're gonna put you closer to spam until you're suddenly in that black hole and you can't send to anybody. Next tip is to avoid trigger words. So there are certain words and phrases that get email's attention and make Gmail kind of freak out and go, oh my God, this is spam. It's actually a huge list. So I don't want to tell you what it is now. Rather than that, I've added it as part of my download in the description. You can check it out for completely free. Just give that a download. But just make sure that you're cross-checking against this list before you're sending out an email. But if you're already drafting the email and you're ready to have it go out, go to mail-tester.com, and then you can send an email to the test email inbox that's provided, and it's gonna tell you how well your email is performing, and it'll even highlight the spam trigger words that it sees in your email. So try that out before you send anything. All right, next is bucketing and sorting. So this is really important and really overlooked by a lot of emailers. The idea here is that you're identifying whether people are opening your emails or not opening your emails, and you're tagging them as such. So they're either a non-opener or an opener, okay? Here's how to ID them. So if somebody hasn't opened an email in the last, let's say 5 emails or 2 months, whichever comes first, then you can call them a non-opener. And then when they become a non-opener, what you do is you slow the email sends by at least half. So if you're sending once a week, now you're sending to these non-openers once every other week, okay? Or maybe even once a month if you want to be super conservative about it. Make sure that you're focusing on the subject line of the message that you're sending to these non-openers, because the subject line is what's going to get them to open, and these people clearly have not been enticed by the subject lines before, so you want to be really clear on that subject line to get them enticed to open, okay? If they start opening again, they can go back to opener status. If not, then you want to put them through a win back or scrub email where you essentially send them one more email that says, hey, we would love to have you back. Here's some offer to keep you coming. If they open or if they engage somehow, then they can become an opener again. If not, then you just delete them. Simple. So the last thing is the message delivery style. And there's a couple different things here. The first is personalization. So you want to make sure that the listener feels like you're speaking straight to them, not just another mass email with their name at the top, okay? So if you can capture some piece of information that you can use in the email body, that's all to the better. But even beyond that, the way that you're structuring this email, you need to probably remove the images for the most part, maybe add just one link, get rid of that bold CSS colored text and all that sort of stuff, because that just hints to Gmail that this is a marketing email and not just an email to a friend. So as much as you can stick to text and personalization, the much better off you're gonna be. So there you go, guys. Hopefully that was helpful. It is really important for you to stick to these rules. Otherwise, you're gonna end up in that black hole spam box and no one is ever gonna see your emails, and it's gonna be really hard to get back out of. So be really careful with this. And if you need more detail, especially about that technical stuff, those trigger words and the sorting and all that sort of stuff, make sure to download in my description my free guide to these steps for email marketing so that you can get the most out of your email marketing. And then I just want to drive home one thing that I was mentioning last week is my free 1-hour consultation that I'm going to be giving from this point forward to all businesses that are really in need. So I want to give 1 hour of a free consultation once a week to a business that really needs it. And the way that I'm setting this up for now is that I want you to like this video, comment on it, subscribe to my channel, and then go to my website and sign up through the sign up link in the description, and just give me a little pitch, couple lines about why it is that you specifically are in need of this service. I'm really looking to give this service only to people who can't afford a marketing consultant right now. So it's really important to me that these are for people in need. So if that's you and that sounds good, make sure that you sign up. Otherwise, I'll catch you in the next one.